So they'll be like, just accept me as I am, take me as I am. But it's like to a certain extent. So, because you know what? The more we discuss things about ourselves and about our partner, the more what am I going to call this? Welcome to Car Thoughts. Whenever I feel like filming something and I happen to be in my car, either it's on my mind or I want to film it as a YouTube video anyway, at least I have a nice place to put all of my car thought videos. You know how a lot of people say, you know, I want to be with somebody that accepts me for who I am, just the way I am. I want to discuss that a little further because I feel like people think in relationships like, well, this is who I am, like take it or leave it. But I also think that we should all be striving to make ourselves a healthier version of ourselves. We should be growing. And when you grow, I believe that you change a little bit. I wouldn't say fully, but you change certain maybe aspects about you, certain traits about yourself are adjusted, adapted, whatever you want to say. So, oh my God, that reminds me of this clip. Let me put it right here.
It's funny how people change, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, do people really change? I think they do. Yeah, but I mean, they still stay who they are, pretty much. I think we change all the time. I think we stay the same, but grow, I guess, a little bit. I think if you're growing, then you're changing.
So I want to talk about that a little bit because I feel like there are people that will maybe use the "you're supposed to accept me the way I am" line when they feel they maybe can't work on themselves, or they're choosing not to, or they think it's going to be hard. So they'll be like, just accept me as I am, take me as I am. But it's like to a certain extent. So if your partner is trying to maybe change like something that is literally like fundamentally the way you are, and it's just it's more who you are as a person and part of your core values or something like that, then that's a different story. But if we're talking about traits that are potentially unhealthy, I think that we can work on ourselves. I think if we are staying the exact same as when we came into this relationship, that is no good. That's my opinion. I think we should be maturing. I think we should be having potentially difficult or uncomfortable conversations with our partner so that we are growing and we are getting to know each other more and we're putting things out on the table. Because you know what? The more we discuss things about ourselves and about our partner, the more we understand ourselves and our partner. And the more we can work through some of the either childhood trauma or attachment style that maybe is a bit unhealthy if you're not the, secure attachment style. There are all these things that make up the way we are. And if we don't discuss them or acknowledge them or have any self-awareness or much self-awareness, we're not growing and we're not maturing and we're not becoming better versions of ourselves. And then relationships get stagnant, or one person's growing, the other person's not. Uncomfortable conversations and, conversations where, if you saw my last video, I'll link it right here. There are ways you can bring something up to your partner without provoking their ego. So essentially telling them they fucked up without making them feel like a fuck up. I think if you could have conversations like that, you're gonna have a really sick relationship, like sick in a good way, like really positive, healthy, awesome relationship, because you're going to be able to move past things, work on things in like a healthy, communicative way that doesn't provoke ego, that you then will probably remember next time you're about to do it and maybe not do that thing that bothers your partner. So there's just so many benefits to growing as a person, and I do think that means that your partner shouldn't accept you fully, every single thing about you the way you are. I think that's false, and I don't think that's good. I think your partner should encourage, support, and challenge you, genuinely love that, and I think that that's how it should be. Talking personal and business, my partner has encouraged me, has supported me, and has challenged me, has given me some constructive criticism, has given me some amazing supportive words of encouragement, has encouraged me, supported me in the sense of like buying me things that will benefit my business as Christmas gifts or whatever gifts, just thinking about how he can support me, and then has seen me grow over the years. On the personal side of things, He has helped me become a more assertive version of myself. You know, if you know me, you know I'm a more sensitive person than most. I am a Cancer. I am an empath. I'm a highly sensitive person, you could say, an HSP. And that shouldn't be looked at as a bad thing. I've learned to really, really embrace it. I used to be like, oh my God, why am I the only one? Sorry for that noise. I used to think like, why am I the only one crying at this? Or why am I like filled with, like flooded with emotions right now and everyone seems to be fine? But it's part of what makes me so loving and so caring and so maternal, and I love those parts about me, so it comes hand in hand. So anyway, being an empath and being a sensitive person also sometimes can make you, in my case, be a little bit more like, you allow people to get away with things, you allow people to maybe take advantage of you, you allow people to talk to you a certain way, or, you know, do things that aren't great. Him being an Aries sign and being not as highly sensitive as me, he has really helped me in my personal side as well. And then on the personal side of things, as I said before, he isn't a highly sensitive person. He isn't a massive empath. So me being the way I am, he got to open up a different side of him that brought him a little bit closer to me, and then brought me closer to him. And now I feel like we're both at the healthiest place we've ever been in terms of our emotions, in terms of our communication. Being more emotional, I think, at least for me, means being a little bit more communicative versus somebody that's not that emotional. At least that's my experience. So him getting a little bit more emotional was having him be able to be more communicative. And then, you know, vice versa. Me getting a little bit more assertive and stronger has allowed me to either let things roll off and I don't have to discuss things, or has let me become assertive and the emotion turns into assertiveness and helps me stand up for myself and stand up for what I'm thinking and feeling, and like let that out rather than internalizing it and just feeling things as an empath. So all of this to say, it's just a little, you know, brain dump, word vomit situation right now, is I genuinely think that the whole take me as I am, you know, we've heard it so many times in movies and this and that, like, I accept you for who you are and this and that. I don't think that really should be said like very often. I think it should be more, I love who you are, that's what I fell in love with, but I also want to help you become the best version you could possibly be, and you for me as well. Working on yourself, changing behaviors to become healthier, working on communication, working through childhood trauma, identifying things in yourself as an individual so that you can express it to your partner, so that you can become better, they can understand you more, the relationship becomes better. Like, it's such a domino effect, and it's a healthy domino effect. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the self-discovery for me. Like I love talking to my mom and my sister, like my family, about like, okay, so what was this like in my childhood? And oh my God, like, so that's why I'm like this. I don't want to go through life just kind of going through life not thinking about who I am and how I became myself, you know? I want to understand every bit of, like, I want to understand every part of me, because if I understand myself better, my partner could understand me better, my friends, my family, he can understand me better. So that is it. Thank you for joining me in my car thoughts series. I really like this. I'm going to carry my camera around a little bit more often. Whenever I'm feeling the vibes, feeling a thought, I'm going to just pop the camera on and film it. So thanks so much for listening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.